Al-Tanf, Syrian desert, 0347 hours. A forward operating base, 200 American souls sleeping in plywood CHUs. Intel says they're coming. Iranian Shahed 136s, the flying mopeds. Foam and plywood suicide drones with 50-kilogram warheads. Cheap, expendable, deadly. The CRAM operator scans his screen. 43 contacts, closing at 185 kilometers per hour. Normally, he'd spin up the phalanx. 20mm tungsten rounds, 4,500 per minute. The sound alone wakes everyone within a mile. But tonight, silence. One by one, the drones twist. Wings glow orange, then white. Metal peels like burning paper. They tumble wingless into the sand. No explosions, no gunfire, just falling. The only sound is diesel fuel burning in a Caterpillar C9 engine. Welcome to the laser war, and we're already winning. The mathematics of defeat. Let me show you a problem that's bankrupting Western air defense. On October 13th, 2024, a U.S. ally fired a Patriot PAC-3 interceptor at a Shahed 136 drone over the Red Sea. The missile cost $3.8 million. The drone, 20,000? Maybe 50 if Iran's feeling fancy. That's a 76-to-1 cost disadvantage. And Iran knows it. They're not trying to win battles. They're trying to drain our bank accounts. Every Patriot we fire is diesel fuel they saved. Every interceptor we burn is one less in the magazine when the real threat shows up. Chinese DF-21s, Russian Kinzhals, the stuff that actually kills carriers. Ukraine learned this the hard way. They need 4,800 surface-to-air missiles per year just to maintain current intercept rates. At Patriot prices, that's $19 billion annually, just for ammunition. No nation on Earth can sustain that math. Meanwhile, Russia's cranking out 840 to 1,020 ballistic missiles yearly. Iran's pumping Shaheds off assembly lines in Tajikistan. The global production of Patriot interceptors? 1,130 by 2027. Half goes to Europe. Do the math. We're losing a war of arithmetic. And China's watching, taking notes. So what do you do when the enemy brings $10,000, $20,000 problems? And you've got $504 million solutions? You change the ammunition. The Guardian. Meet the M-SHORAD. Directed Energy Maneuver Short-Range Air Defense. The Army calls it Guardian. I call it the Infinite Ammunition Cheat Code. 50 kilowatts of coherent light mounted on a Stryker A1. 8 wheels, 19 tons, double V hull armor, and a laser that doesn't need reloading. In September 2023, the 4th Battalion, 60th Air Defense Artillery Regiment, the 468R, took delivery of 4 prototypes at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. 6 months later, they deployed to CENTCOM. Middle East, the sandbox, where Iranian drones cross the border every Tuesday. And here's the beautiful part. Every shot costs $10. $10. The price of diesel fuel to spin the generator. That's it. No million-dollar missiles. No titanium warheads machined to tolerances tighter than a Swiss watch. Just photons and electricity. While diesel's in the tank, it fires. The magazine depth is limited only by the fuel truck. The system uses a Raytheon-built 50-kilowatt class solid-state fiber laser, paired with a Q720 multi-mission radar, 360-degree coverage. Electronically scanned array, sees everything, tracks everything. Electro-optical infrared sensors lock the target. The beam director, the gun turret, slews to bearing. Then, light. How it kills. Let's talk lethality. Because this isn't Star Wars. The laser doesn't zap the target into a fireball. It's worse. 50 kilowatts focused into a beam the diameter of a dime. Traveling at 299 792 458 meters per second, the speed of light. No time to dodge, no time to pray. The beam finds the drone's skin. Aluminum, composite, doesn't matter. At 50 kDoth, the surface temperature climbs to 1,500 degrees Celsius in under 3 seconds. Metal softens, warps. The control surfaces, ailerons, rudders, lose structural integrity. Or the laser finds the optical sensor, the camera the drone uses to see. One pulse and it's blind. Flying deaf and dumb into the dirt. Or, and this is my favorite, it finds the lithium-ion battery pack. Heat builds. The electrolyte reaches thermal runaway. The battery doesn't explode. It detonates. Mid-air. Self-inflicted fratricide. Surgical, silent, certain. And here's the thing. There's no boom. No shockwave for enemy observers to triangulate. No muzzle flash for thermal cameras to track. The drone just stops flying. 300 kilo and beyond, Valkyrie. 50 kilowatts handles drones, quadcopters, Shaheds, maybe a helicopter if it's stupid enough to hover. But what about cruise missiles? Russian calibers, Chinese YJ-18s, Mach 0.9, hardened nose cones, radar-absorbent coating. The stuff designed to punch through carrier battle groups. For that, you need Valkyrie. Lockheed Martin's indirect fire protection capability, high-energy laser, IFPC Hell. The Army doesn't use cool names by accident. 300 kilowatts. 6 times the power of Guardian. Mounted on a heavy expanded mobility tactical truck, about the size of a shipping container. And it burns through cruise missile nose cones like a cutting torch through tinfoil. The Army took delivery of the first Valkyrie prototypes in 2023. 4 systems, currently undergoing operational assessments. That's Pentagon speak for we're testing it in combat, but we're not telling you where. And 300 kilowatts isn't the ceiling. Lockheed's already working on 500 kilowatt systems under the High-Energy Laser Scaling Initiative. 500 kilowatts. That's enough to engage ballistic missiles. DF-21s, Kinzhalls, the carrier killers China and Russia spent billions developing, defeated by a beam that costs $10 to fire. The era of gunpowder is ending. Chemical propellants, explosive warheads, fire and smoke and noise. That's 20th century warfare. This is the 21st, the age of the photon, where light is the weapon, electricity is the ammunition, and silence is the new sound of death. The future is silent. So what does this mean? It means the next war won't sound like the last one. No roar of jet engines. No thunder of artillery. No rattle of chain guns chewing through belt-fed ammunition. Just the hum of diesel generators. The faint ozone smell. And drones falling from the sky with their wings melted off. Iran thought they could swarm us into bankruptcy with $10,000 drones. China thought they could overwhelm us with sheer numbers. 1,000 missiles launched simultaneously. The assassin's mace that kills carriers. But we changed the game. We brought a weapon they can't outproduce. Can't saturate. Can't bankrupt. Because while they're building their 10,000th drone, we're fueling a diesel tank. And as long as that tank's full, we're shooting. Forever. The 4th Battalion, 60th Air Defense Artillery Regiment is deployed right now. Guardian's online. Valkyrie's coming. And somewhere in the Middle East, an Iranian drone operator just launched his swarm. They'll never make it to the target. And he'll never hear the weapon that killed them. Subscribe if you want to be on the side with the laser. Because the other side, they're bringing plywood.